Welcome to DK Studies. Hope you all are fit and fine. Today we are going to study part 2 of chapter 22, Chemical Coordination and Integration. In our previous part 1, we talked about glands, endocrine glands, human endocrine system, hypothalamus, and the pituitary gland. So today we are going to study about the other glands. The pineal gland. The pineal gland is located in the dorsal side of the forebrain. We know our brain is divided into three parts: the forebrain, the midbrain, and the hindbrain. So this pineal gland is a cone-shaped gland located on the dorsal side of the forebrain. Pineal gland secretes one type of hormone called melatonin. The function of melatonin hormone is to maintain the rhythmic cycle of sleep and awake. We have a particular cycle of sleeping and awake. Example, if we get up every morning at 6, we'll get a rhythmic alert at that time and we get awake at that time. So that cycle is maintained by melatonin. It maintains the body temperature. Our body temperature suddenly increases and it suddenly decreases. That increasing and decreasing of the body temperature is maintained by melatonin hormone. Melatonin hormone influences metabolism. It influences pigmentation. It influences our defense capability, the capability of defending disease and all. It also influences the menstrual cycle in women. Next, the thyroid gland. We all have come through the word thyroid. Now, thyroid gland are the largest endocrine gland of our body. It is located on the either side of the trachea below the neck region. It is a butterfly-shaped gland. Thyroid gland is butterfly in shape. It is located on the either side of the trachea below the neck region. Thyroid is actually a tissue which have the capacity of storing iodine in great excess than required. Thyroid is a tissue which store iodine, and it have a capacity to store iodine in a much more amount than required. The thyroid gland is composed of two lobes. It have two lobes and both the lobes are interconnected with a thin flap of connective tissue. Thyroid gland have two lobes and both these lobes are connected by a connective tissue, and that connective tissue is called isthmus. Now the thyroid gland is composed of two types of tissues, follicles and stromal tissue. Each thyroid follicle is composed of follicular cell enclosing a cavity. Iodine is stored in the center of the follicle in the form of thyroglobulin. Now we already know thyroid gland stores iodine. Thyroid gland have two tissues, follicle tissues and stromal tissues. So the iodine stored by thyroid gland are stored in the center of the follicle tissues, and the iodine is stored in the form of thyroglobulin. Thyroglobulin is an iodized glycoprotein. Now the hormones of the thyroid glands are thyroxine T4, which is also known as tetraiodothyronine, triiodothyronine T3, and thyrocalcitonin TCT. Now, function of thyroid hormone. Thyroid hormone play an important role in the regulation of the basal metabolic rate. It helps in the formation of red blood cells. It controls the metabolism of carbohydrate protein, and fat. It maintains the level of water and electrolytes balance of the body. It also plays an important role in the metamorphosis of the tadpoles. Now, what is hypothyroidism? Hypothyroidism is actually a disease of the thyroid gland. Deficiency of iodine in our diet results in hypothyroidism. Now, where there is a less amount of iodine in our diet, it leads to a disease which is known as hypothyroidism. Now, what is goitre? Enlargement of the thyroid gland is commonly called goitre. Now, when hypothyroidism occurred, when there is a less amount of iodine in our diet, the thyroid gland enlarges, and this enlargement of the thyroid gland is commonly called goitre. Now, what are the symptoms of hypothyroidism? The symptoms of hypothyroidism are defective development, mental retardation, low IQ, abnormal skin, deaf and mutism in case of infants. These symptoms occurs in case of infants. And in case of adults, the symptoms are abnormal increase in the body weight, low pulse rate, low heartbeat, low body temperature, irregular menstrual cycle in case of women, distortion in the development of skin and hair. In adult, hypothyroidism is referred to as acromegaly, and in infant, it is referred to as cretinism. So, let's go to the next. What is hyperthyroidism? We talked about hypothyroidism. Now it is hyperthyroidism. Due to cancer of the thyroid gland or due to development of nodules of the thyroid gland, an abnormal hormone synthesis increase leading to hyperthyroidism. Now, hypothyroidism is an rare case. It occurs due to cancer of the thyroid glands or due to development of nodules of the thyroid glands. The symptoms of hyperthyroidism are abnormal decrease in the body weight, other parameters like heartbeat, then pressures are high, bulging of eye with less blinking, means the eyes blinks for less time and it bulges, and excessive sweating. Parathyroid gland. Now, parathyroid glands are microscopic. They are 4 in number, present on the back side of the thyroid gland. They usually remains in pair. 4 in number means 2 pairs. 1 pair each in the 2 lobes of the thyroid gland. We already studied thyroid glands have 2 lobes. Both the lobes are connected by a connective tissue called isthmus. Now, these parathyroid glands are 4 in number. They live in pairs, that means 2 pairs, and each pairs are present on each of the lobes of thyroid glands. Now, parathyroid gland secretes 2 types of hormone: parathyroid hormone PTH or parathormone and thyrocalcitonin hormone TCT. Both these hormones are peptide hormones. Parathyroid hormone is also known as hypercalcemic hormone because it increases the amount of calcium in the blood. PTH, parathyroid hormone or parathormone hormone, erodes calcium from the bone. We know our bone contains calcium. So this PTH takes out the calcium from our bone and releases it to the blood. As a result, the amount of the calcium in our blood increases, so it is also known as hypercalcemic hormone. The function of PTH is it helps in the absorption of Ca2 plus from the digestive food. Means it helps in the absorption of calcium from the food we digest. It stimulates reabsorption of calcium by the kidney and therefore are called hypercalcemic. Now, thyrocalcitonin hormone. Thyrocalcitonin hormone deposits calcium on the teeth and bones. It maintains the calcium balance in the body by restoring the calcium on the bones. Now, we already studied that PTH, parathyroid hormone, erodes calcium from our bone and releases it to the blood. And the blood gets excess amount of calcium. The calcium in the blood increases. So PTH is also known as hypercalcemic hormone. Now this TCT, thyrocalcitonin hormone, takes this excess calcium from the blood and restore it to the teeth and the bones by balancing the calcium in our body. Thymus. Now thymus is a globular structure gland. It is globular in structure and it is located between lungs, behind the sternum on the ventral side of the aorta. It is a temporary endocrine gland. It reaches its maximum development level at the age from 11 to 18 years. This thymus is a temporary endocrine gland because it works for only certain age. It works till certain age and after that it stops its work. It reaches its fully development stage at the age of 11 and it stops its function after the age of 18 to 20. After 18 or 20, it shrinks. It secretes the hormone called thymosin. Now, what is the function of thymosin? It helps in the production of antibodies and provide immunity to the body. Thymosin produces antibodies which provides immunity to our body. It plays an important role in the differentiation of T lymphocytes which provide cell-mediated immunity. It also provides humoral immunity. So thymosin, the main function of thymosin is to provide immunity to our body. Now, as we studied that thymus stops its function after a particular age, after the age of 18 or 20, it shrinks. So thymus degenerates in all individuals, resulting in a decreased production of thymosin. As a result, the immune response of an old person becomes weak. We know that usually the old person have a very weak immunity system, and the reason is thymus. This thymus gland produces thymosin hormone which produce antibodies to provide immunity to our body. But thymus shrinks and stops functioning after a particular age of 18 years or 20 years. So thymosin stops producing antibodies and the immunity system of our body get weak with our age.